escape pod landing. Where am I?
It's the new Star Wars Land of the Jawas that you put together. Action figures sold separately. You can move the action lever and make the Jawa capture R2-D2.
Hi everybody, and welcome to Main Street Comics, Vintage Toys and More. This week's video is something very special to me, as where I'm going to be featuring 3 playsets, Star Wars playsets, that I had and loved as a kid, and that I haven't seen in this kind of condition and this completeness in a really long time. They're all based on Tatooine, so we've got a little theme here. So let's dig into the first playset. And here we have the Land of the Jawas action playset. Now this was the first playset to have that plastic base that many Hoth playsets after this reused. But this was the first time we saw that, and it came with the great little escape pod that we could finally replay the beginning of Star Wars. You had the little action here where the Jawa would shoot R2 and it would pop. I didn't use it here for fear of the brittle plastic, but we've got this great sandcrawler background that was all cardboard, and many of them have not survived, including my own personal one. At the end of the line, it was just the plastic base with the escape pod. I guess in a bid to add more play value to the cardboard, they added these little pegs that you would put in the back, and you could hide some figures in the actual sandcrawler, but I don't remember ever doing that as a kid. It was just a small weird spot, and they just had these 4 plastic pegs that you would put in there. So this playset is complete with its own box, original box, which has this sticker added to it for a refund of up to $3. Basically, it was a bid for parents to be okay for their kids to buy extra sand people and Jawas. And I know as a kid, I think I might have had 2 Jawas and 1 sand person. I didn't go ahead and buy 3 of each, or 6, and gotten that $3 rebate. But it's pretty cool that this box has that sticker, and it still has that little insert that you would mail in, the actual mail-in insert. Box is a little beat up, but heck, it's an original Star Wars box. The next playset is the Creature Cantina. It's a pretty basic playset, but I used it a lot. It has a cardboard background with Figure and Dan, and this background never lasted long. I knew I lost mine a while ago, but you got your little bar area, and you got your table with a spilled drink where Han and Greedo sat, and it gave you a little bit of a cantina to play around in. So here's the box again, a little beat up, but it is still a box. Where did we buy this one? JCPenney's. Woohoo! But there were a few action points of this, much like the Land of the Jawas. So underneath, you'll be able to see there's the Han shot first action. There's the Ponda Baba action at the front, and then there's a little door action where a rubber band would hold the door together, and if you stepped on that little piece there, the door would fly open. And these 2 levers would spin and pop the figure right off the ground like you shot him. And the final playset we'll look at is the Droid Factory, which I spent hours with. This one is 100% complete. Every piece is there. I even forgot about those little hoses until I opened this up and saw them still in the bag. So many little parts. You can build your own R2-D2, and this one had the actual 3rd leg that you could put in. There's those hoses, little orange hydraulic hoses. The crane is apart because it's popping that middle piece out is hard. This one comes complete with the blueprints. I thought I'd kind of show these because I haven't seen these since probably the late 70s. Has all the droids that you can build, including R2-D2, decal placements, the monster droid that has many pieces, using basically everything from the Droid Factory in one giant monster droid. Some little fun things to do, little droids to make. I just thought it was neat to show these blueprints. And there's the final piece, and this sucker is complete. I love this thing. Lots of pieces, plenty of play value. You can build your own R2-D2. This was a great set, and I played the heck out of this, building my own little droids. It was a great imaginative set that Kenner put out that tied into Star Wars. And well, I hope you enjoyed our little trip down Tatooine memory lane with these 3 great Star Wars sets. And as always, you can check us out at MainStreetComicsNJ.com, Twitter at Main Street Comic, Facebook Main Street Comics NJ. In real life, we're at 74 North Main Street in Milltown, New Jersey. We've got new comics, old comics, vintage toys, new toys, you name it. And me, I'm Walt, and you can check me out at WJK Creations on Twitter. I post a lot of vintage toys, vintage stickers, cards, you name it. So thanks for checking out this Star Wars video, and we'll be back next week with something new.